Hi everyone, Rainey Bassarash with the American School of Hypnosis. I don't know what's going on with the phone this morning. I'm trying to go live on my telephone and it looks like it doesn't want to do the widescreen. It only wants to do the up and down screen. So, yikes. I'm going to have a lot of space on the sides. So let's see, maybe after we're done creating this video, we can, I'll see if I can find a way to edit it to make it long. But anyways, I'd like to welcome you all here today, and the title of our stream is How Bad Do You Want It? Let me see if I could zoom up on here a little bit. There we go. So I could take more of the screen. Ah, there, ain't I beautiful? So it's how bad do you want it? And in other words, how bad do you want it to succeed in business, in health, in your relationships, and whatever it is you want. So I'd like to welcome everybody here. If there's anyone watching, go ahead and come on and tell us. I'm in the parking lot of Trader Joe's, of all places, Trader Joe's. We went to Whole Food this morning. Today's a day of fun, as Raluca puts it. So we went to Whole Foods, and now we're at Trader Joe's. She's shopping inside, and then we're going to Portland Marine Supplies. I've got to go get some marine supplies for building my boat. It's coming along well. And that's what we're doing on a day off. Then we go home and goof off there. But I wanted to make sure I was able to get out this Friday video. So let's get back to it. How bad do you want it? You know, we have a lot of people calling in, having a tough time with business. And what happens is I see a trend going on. When things start to get tough, they quit. When it gets a little rough, a little bumpy, instead of working through it, they look for something else to do. And then they write back, well, how come it didn't work for me? How come it works for that guy? How come you did it? How come this one did it, but I can't? And basically, they gave up too soon. So how much do you need to want it? How much commitment do you need to build your business, to succeed at anything? Well, the answer is going to come, you know me, in the way of a story. I read a story in this book about a Buddhist monk and his disciple. I guess they call him a disciple, his follower. So anyways, the young man looked at the master and he said, "Master, I really want the eternal enlightenment. How bad do I need to want it in order to receive enlightenment?" And the monk thought about it for a moment and he says, "Come here." And he brought him to this big pool of water, nice big round, almost like a mirror pool or a reflection pool. And he goes, "Look into the water. Look very closely." So as the monk brought his face down close to the water, the master, took the back of his head and pushed his face right in the water, underneath the water. And of course the young guy's splashing, trying to breathe, and the master kept his head under the water, kept on holding it under there. And he's like, oh, splashing, splashing. And finally, the master lets his head up. And young man looks at him. He goes, "How bad did you want to breathe when you were under there?" That's how bad, how much you need to want to succead. Aha. I think it would have been easier if he just told him, you need to want to do it a lot. But, drowning him left a lasting message. And, oh, I see we have people coming on already. Hello, New Jersey. And I see we have some people watching. So come on and say hi. Today, just kind of a light message. And mostly that I just want to talk and keep myself busy while Raluca's shopping in Trader Joe. I'm not a big shopper, but I like to talk to you folks. So it's a morning of chat and fun and a little lesson. So let's see. Oh, Giuliano from Brazil and Nadia from Belgium. Welcome to both of you. And Michael from New Jersey. Wow, everybody's coming in. We got people from all over. And yes, today is a rainy day. My name's Rainy, but it's a raining day. Royce, hello. It's a raining day in Maine. We got up this morning, looked out the window, and it was pouring. I would say cats and dogs, but I have a cat. He wouldn't like that. But it was pouring. So we got all ready to go out in the rain. Hi, Michael, New Jersey. And we got all ready to go out in the rain, and all of a sudden it stopped. So that's great that it stopped. So let's get back to the message a bit. How bad do you have to want it? I've heard a lot of stories throughout my career of people, and you've probably heard a lot of these too, from rags to riches. Somebody was trying to make it, and all of a sudden he lost everything. He was homeless and got an idea, went after it, and became a multimillionaire. Matter of fact, a lot of these people who are millionaires, if you look at their stories, it's like they go back to saying, oh, well, I was broke, I was destitute, I was homeless. But you don't have to be broke, destitute, and homeless to make it. The thing is, it's the destitute or the I have nothing left, nothing to fall back on mentality you need. The reason why you see all these rags to riches is because they had nothing else to do. It was do this or starve. So again, it's like when you hold your head under the water, how much do you want to breathe? In their case, how much do you want to eat? That's why they were able to make it. And that's the mentality you need to be able to make it in business. When things get going tough, it just shows that you're growing. It's a challenge. So look at it rather than a challenge, rather than a problem. People say, oh, I had so many problems. There wasn't enough people in my area. Then do telephone hypnosis, okay? Or, oh, they can't just afford it. Then, advertise to a different clientele. There's always a solution to every challenge. But when you look at it as a problem, you tend to want to give up. And you go, oh, what else can I do? So whatever it is you're doing, whether you want to be a hypnotherapist, whether you want to get into holistic practice, whether you're trying to be healthy, whether you're trying to, whatever it is you're doing, your New Year's resolution, remember those? Go at it with the idea of, I'm going to make it. That's all there is to it. I made it. Okay, you got to think in the present. I made it. No distractions, okay? Distractions are just challenges, okay? So a challenge helps you to get a step closer to your goal. So welcome challenges, one thing out of the way. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen up here in Maine during all the festivities, winter festivals, we have these ice sculptors, and they make beautiful sculptures out of ice. And in asking them, how do you do that? What they say is, well, I look at the ice and I think about what I want to make. So let's say it's a swan. The swan is in that ice. All I have to do is chip away all the pieces that don't belong. All the pieces that stand in my way until I get to that swan. Think of that. If I can get, oh, everyone's tooting the horn. It's so busy here today. It's unbelievable. So if you chip away all the pieces of the ice that don't belong, all you're left with is the swan, the beautiful creation. And that's how you should be looking at your business. No, Raluca's inside Trader Joe's. She's watching. She goes, I'm here at Trader Joe's. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe a storm is coming and we weren't told about it. But here in Whole Foods was so busy. It was unbelievable. This early in the morning, they just opened maybe an hour ago, and they're just unbelievable. Raluca says, turn your phone around. I liked your Raluca, but when I did it, it wasn't working for some reason. I had Raluca set up the phone in the store before I came. So she probably hit the wrong button. So unfortunately for today, we're going to have to watch me in this up and down. And I promise next time we will fix it the right way. Michael says, you should too. I should turn the phone around, but I think if I turn it around, I'm going to be sideways like this. So we'll have to deal with it this way. So if watching me up and down bothers you, just listen. Close your eyes. How bad do you want the message? To go to Whole Foods or order through Amazon. Yeah, you could order through Amazon, but we had to come to Whole Foods today. Raluca told me a month ago, okay, now I'm going to embarrass Raluca. A month ago, we got this flyer in the mail that Whole Foods was having a special today on a thing called Dr. Hushka. products. I don't know anything. I think the name's fun. I have to say Dr. Hushka, but I guess it's some kind of beauty products. And they were having a special on it today. This like bag with like $40, $50, even more worth of stuff for like $20. So we came over, and by the time we got here, I mean, the place had just opened. Maybe they opened at 8, and I think we got here at about 8:05, and half the thing was empty already. I mean, it was going fast. So that's why we had to come. Otherwise, we probably would have ordered everything online, and but we wanted to be at the beginning of the line. But when we went in, the place was completely packed. So, but anyways, do you have an idea of the power you have to change lives with your videos? Well, thank you, Michael. That's the whole idea that we have. That's what we're trying to do, is to help people to improve their lives. That's what hypnosis is all about. Anything you can do better with hypnosis. But the purpose of these videos, lots of people say they know the messages that I teach, but they're reminders. It's always great to have reminders. And not only do we like to teach this stuff, but we're constantly watching self-help gurus and motivational experts, and we're learning from them as well. It's always great, even for us, to be reminded of things, saying, oh, I need to start doing that. I forgot to do that, because there's so much going on in life, you tend to forget the obvious. So that's my message, and I'm sticking to it. And if anybody has any questions, again, this is just kind of an informal thing. And I keep on looking over here. People are pulling in the parking lot, and I'm making sure they're not getting too close. I don't want my Betsy, which is my car, to get scratched. She's my Betsy. And oops, that one I think realized they were too close. They're backing back out. But oh yeah, this parking lot's crazy. So if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know right now about hypnosis. Don't say who's my tailor. Okay, I know my green t-shirt is not the prettiest, but it's my day off. I want to relax, have some fun. Even though it's raining. People say, you're going to go out and have fun on a rainy day? And I say, well, guess what? It's sunny above the clouds. So just make believe they're not there. But anyway, we have a good time no matter what we do. And my motto is, if you can't have fun, don't do it. So who's your barber thing? Michael, there's always one in a group, okay? Who's your barber? I keep on changing it every week. Or look like that. Let's see. Amazon, I already said that. Go to Whole Foods or order through. Yeah. I think I answered all my questions. So with that, I hope everyone has a great day. Oh, I had to mention, okay, Tuesday mornings. I don't know if you caught last Tuesday morning, okay, we did a live webinar on instant and rapid inductions, and we got a really cool one coming up this next Tuesday. I'm not going to tell you what it is, okay, so you're going to have to go to our What's New page, go to our main American School of Hypnosis and click on What's New, go down the list and see what we're going to be doing. Every Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, we do a live webinar. It's kind of continuing education, I guess, for anyone, whether you're a practitioner with us, with someone else, whether you're experienced, not experienced, it doesn't matter. You're all welcome. It's a free webinar where we're teaching things. I will tell you what we're going to do. This week, we're going to be teaching you how to get to different levels of hypnosis, why you would want to go to different levels of hypnosis, and how to get there, I guess, and how to know whether you're there. In other words, there's a level of hypnosis where the body, you can heal the body a minimum of 3 times faster. But if you're not at that level, it doesn't happen that way. There's a level that you need to be at for past life regression and a different level for life between life. There's a level for short-term memories or traumatic memories like PTSD to be able to work on those. And we're going to be talking all about the different levels and how to get to each one. Let's see, the best way to help smokers become non-smokers. Well, anyways, I digress. I see a leaf and I go, ooh, a leaf. I get sidetracked easy. So before I finish, I talk about that. Be sure you look into it. I would say look right below this video, but I'm on the road, so the information for that won't be below this video right now, but last week's video is below that right now. Or just go to our site and click on brand new at the top. That's a brand new page that tells everything going on. Every week we're going to be doing a different continuing education. And how do smokers become non-smokers? The other way's a little easier. through hypnosis. You got to have the suggestion. You can use hypnosis. You can use self-hypnosis. Go on to our, especially this YouTube channel. There's an awful lot of information about that here. And we even have scripts you can use and showing a lot more about it in our free hypnosis manual that you can download on our webpage. It's a 446-page curriculum. It's what we use to teach our students. But there's a whole section on smoking if that's what you're interested in doing. And I did have some other questions. The problem is with this using the phone, the questions only pop up for a few seconds while you're typing. So I have no idea how to find my questions. Let's see if that will show it. And oh, look at that. I just found some of them. How do I get rid of that? Oops. Guess what? I just I just opened another box on top of it. So anyway, go ahead and check that out. And we do have a live hypnosis certification training course coming, and there's still seats open, and that's going to be in April. The dates are on the What's New page, the brand new page, and you still have time to sign up for that, and you can get a early bird special right now in the tuition. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for joining us. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And if it's raining where you are, remember it's sunny above the clouds. Bye-bye now.